now.
Hey y'all!
Hey y'all,
It's Pretty Princess and
OG Gamer.
OG Gamer.
OG Gamer.
No, baby, it's OG Gamer 1965.
1965. That's the year I was born.
If you want to hit him on Twitter,
That's
OG Gamer.
OG Gamer. But anyway, we were I was noticing that one of my heroes, musical heroes, Prince is doing a memoir. He announced that he's doing a memoir and it's due out like next year. And he's going to be talking about, obviously, a memoir is just his memories of how his career started, inspiration for his music and things like that. Now, I mean, I'm excited about it, and I probably would like to get a copy of that. But it brought up a question. I read the article, and he had asked, kind of jokingly, he said, y'all read books, right? And I thought about that. And the thing is, that was kind of like a semi-real statement. And me and Babe, we were talking about just reading in general, and we were saying, nothing really replaces books. Nothing replaces books. And I make it a habit myself, and Babe does also, that we read at least 15 minutes a day. At least 15 minutes a day. And that means that we shut off televisions and all kinds. You unplug basically, and you pick up something and you read it. It doesn't have to be a book. A book.
Not a device.
Not a device.
Because I don't really like reading. I have Kindle on my phone, but I don't like reading on my Kindle.
Yeah.
I enjoy the way a book feels. Like, I was telling my husband that when I was in first grade and I first started to learn how to read, I was so excited. I was beaming because I could read. I was one of those kids that I picked up reading really quickly, and I've always scored extremely high on the standardized testing, my reading and comprehension. My math wasn't as high, but my reading and comprehension, I always was reading at least 3 grade levels above my grade level every year for standardized testing. I did really well until I got to junior high school. Then shit went downhill. That's another video.
Not me. I actually hated reading when I was younger. I didn't like it, and for whatever reasons. I mean, I could read, I just didn't read as well as some of the other kids, and because of that, I just didn't enjoy it. I mean, most of the books that I read at that time were books that we had to read in class. And they were okay. I mean, some of the classics, I mean, you guys already know, Lord of the Flies, James and the Giant Peach, West Side Story, Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory. I mean, just some of those classic books that we read, and it just really didn't appeal to me. Now, the first book that I ever read was back in the mid-'70s, and that was Star Wars. When Star Wars was about to come out, the book came out, and I was so excited about that, and I read that whole book from cover to cover. That was the first novel I ever read. But I still didn't like reading. Later on, when I got right into junior high, that's when I discovered comic books and fell in love with reading ever since. So I was kind of a slow learner and things, and because of some of the things I get into now, I read often. But reading has become a real joy for me over the years, and especially for like personal development, self-help, and stuff like that. I do read for entertainment also, but I find and I hear from a lot of other people, leaders or readers, and it's always good to read. I mean, I can go into a waiting room or go someplace now in a public place, and you'll see everybody down in their devices now.
And he got a book.
I have Kindle, like my wife said, and I do use that But I use it like if I'm out in public, I may read that, but I still like to bring a book with me. It's there's nothing like that. But I mean, it's just a suggestion. I think that 15 minutes a day, just reading, I believe that will change your life.
It will.
I think it'll turn your life around. I
It
mean,
will.
if you can't read 15 minutes, just read 5 pages, 5, 10 pages or so, and put the book down. And I don't read it all in one session. Sometimes I do when I have some time, and other times I just pick up to read. Yeah. I pick up and I'll just read a couple of pages and put it down, and then later on I'll read something else. But get into the habit. Get into the habit. Fall in love with the book. And that's the only way to get our kids to read. Because now we're in a device technology. We love social media. We love our devices and gadgets and things. And that's fine. But let's not lose the art of reading.
Yeah. Get your kids into reading.
And
like he said, if they see you reading, they will read.
They will start reading.
That's one thing our granddaughter, she has her room over here. She has all her toys, but she has books. She knows Granny and Pawpaw will read. If I go to Granny and Pawpaw house, I'm going to have to do at least a couple of pages in a workbook, or I'm going to have to pick up a book. And so we have picked up books that, the characters that she enjoys, so that she will like to read. Because I want her to be like me. I really do. Like, I want her to enjoy reading, to find joy in reading. I remember as a kid, one summer, I stayed in the house almost the entire summer because I wanted to win this reading competition that they were having at the library, and you had to read the most books. I missed an entire summer because I wanted to win that contest, and I won. I kept my butt. I could hear my friends outside playing, and I was sitting on a red beanbag chair reading books. My whole summer was spent at the library returning books and getting books, making sure the lady had checked off all the books I had read. Don't skimp me. I'm watching you. And I won. I felt so accomplished. I mean, my mom was so happy. Like, that was one thing that my mother, anything that had to do with education and reading, she always pushed me in, She loved the fact that I loved school because my mom was older and she only went to the 6th grade. She was in Louisiana. My mother was born in 1917. So you can tell about what the education was back then for African Americans. So to see her child excel past the point where she was, because, my mom would tell you in a minute, I don't know nothing about this math y'all doing now. Y'all on that new shit, and I don't know that. But to see me, surpass and excel just made her happy. And I think, I wanted to do it because I wanted her to be happy. So 15 minutes a day, pick up a book. It will expand your mind.
It will.
And you talking about something that makes you attracted to somebody else. Like, I'm not only attracted to his face and his body, I'm attracted to his intellect. I mean, when I went over his house and saw all those books, I was like, well, God dog, boy, you got more books than me. And I was like, oh, yes, that's going to be my big head boyfriend right there.
Whatever. Whatever.
That's why his head's so big. That's all them books up there.
That's all them books up there. Anyway, we just thought we'd throw it down, and for all the Prince fans out there, I can't wait till you get this book out.
I'm not really a Prince fan.
I
I'll read the book though.
Anyway, you guys.
That's it, y'all.
That's it.
Love y'all. Bye.
Money to for the show. Don't play me, honey. This is how we go.